on Sherlock Holmes.
Well, I've read a number of them. Yeah, go ahead. Where are
Yeah,
you going
I've
with
read
this?
many of them. Particularly one summer, I was at a summer camp, and one of them is called "The Adventure of Silver Blaze." Silver
Now,
Blaze.
that's one I've not read, so you're going to have to fill me in.
Yeah, it's about a racehorse,
Hmm.
and the Scotland Yard detective comes, and he says to Sherlock Holmes, "Is there any point to which you wish to draw to my attention?" And Holmes says, "To the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime." And the detective says, "The dog did nothing in the nighttime." And Holmes says, "That was the curious incident."
Right, right. The
So
dog that didn't bark.
the dog that didn't bark. Well,
Right.
as it happens, we're dealing with a case of the dog that didn't bark, and that is referenced by none other than Jeffrey Epstein in an email that was revealed yesterday, an email that he sent to Ghislaine Maxwell. And um, he says on April 2nd, 2011, to Ghislaine Maxwell, "I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump." And then the name of a victim is redacted. It's assumed it might be Virginia Giuffre. And it says, "Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there." And Maxwell replies in an email, "I've been thinking about that." So we're dealing with a context here where the government shutdown is ended. Some people call it the Epstein shutdown because House Speaker Mike Johnson refused to swear in Representative Adelita Grijalva of Arizona because she would be the 218th and final vote on the discharge petition to force the House to vote on a measure requiring the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. And the Democrats, as soon as the shutdown ended, released 3 emails. And one of them was about the dog that did not bark in the night. What's your general?
Well, it's one of those. I mean, how many ways can you fill in the empty spaces in those emails? I mean, what possibly could they be referring to? It's all very damning. I mean, the fact that Trump spent hours with this victim. I mean, okay, what were they doing? Were they playing checkers? I doubt it. It takes a certain degree of supposition, but not a lot. That this just closes in on the president much more with each passing time. Um, and it was interesting that it took them this long to get the emails out, but that's another issue. They're there, and we have to consider them.
Yeah, these are from the Epstein estate and not the Epstein files that the government holds. The government holds hundreds of thousands of documents right now. Two of the emails are between the journalist Michael Wolff and Jeffrey Epstein. They're really interesting emails. And rather than you and I discuss them, why don't we talk to Michael Wolff about them? He is the author and journalist. He's received 2 National Magazine Awards. He's the biographer of Donald Trump, Rupert Murdoch. He's written many insightful books. Lately, All or Nothing on the 2024 presidential campaign. He's the host of the Inside Trump's Head podcast. Welcome, Michael.
Sydney, nice to see you.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Great to see you.
Before we discuss the dog that doesn't bark email, let's talk about your emails first.
My world famous emails.
Yeah, they certainly are the subject of much sensation. So, in one of them, in January 2019, Jeffrey Epstein writes you and he says about Trump, of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. So what did he know about the girls, and why does he want Ghislaine to stop, and stop what exactly?
I can't I can't remember what the Ghislaine reference there is. Um, Although I just got it. Sitting here, I just got it. Okay, so at that point, Ghislaine is pursuing a lawsuit, um, stupidly, actually, pursuing a lawsuit with Virginia Giuffre. Um, and that is, and I'm literally just at this moment do I remember that. And that has not worked out well for Ghislaine, because I think, as I recall, Virginia Giuffre countersued, and there's lots of depositions, and Ghislaine will have to testify, and that will mean that she will have to testify about all of this, including about quite possibly about Trump. So that's what that's about.